What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology forecast for the weekend of March 19th and the 20th of 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Well, I appreciate you all so much. As you can see, I'm not in the office because I'm in Lake Havasu. David's got some races, so we're doing a little race vacation. It's been fun, but been a long day and a really short night last night. So I'm pretty tired, about to crash out, but I'm gonna show up. All right, big week, and if you will, for the astrology. Of course, we're coming off a full moon, we're coming off Venus square Uranus, so that energy is kind of breaking apart. I think this was showing us new ways to value ourself and our individuality. And with the sun finishing up in Pisces on Saturday at 29 degrees, it's like, okay, okay, here we are at the end of the universe here, and the sun's gone through all these winter signs of Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and by Sunday it does come into Aries, and this does start the spring on the northern hemisphere, the fall in the southern hemisphere, and it brings us back to the I am presence. So I think that's definitely a big deal as we do get that spring equinox or fall equinox, depending on where you're at, but regardless, it's Aries season, the I am, the identification. It's the sun exalted. So we get an exalted sun. We haven't had a really strong sun since Leo season of 2021. So it's a big deal. And I think that it's going to bring us back to ourselves and our uniqueness, which is this Venus and Aquarius, square Uranus, about aligning ourselves with connective forces that are in their power, that are in their I am presence, that are moving forward. This is a great time to start things in life. But we're also coming in Saturday where we're not there yet. We're not to that point, and we're going to see the moon in Libra. It's going to make really nice aspects to Saturn. So it's so interesting. Like all the relationship aspects, even Eros, which is the asteroid of love and passion, is with Chiron in Aries right now. And it just got sextiled by Venus. And Juno and Saturn are together. And it's like, you can't make this stuff up. And Mars is even in sextile, of course, from Aquarius to Eros. And then a moon in Libra. There's so much about relationships. And it's like, where are these relationships in our life going? And where's the universe going? We don't really know, and I think that's where by Sunday we do kind of get to that point, but we are like laying the foundation and laying the concrete. And I think with the moon in Libra trining over to Saturn, it's definitely, Saturn's exalted in Libra, so this is a nice energy with the moon there. It's giving us like the emotional power and the emotional determination to make decisions, to kind of be the judge, to connect to the right energies, to be unique, to break out in some ways. It's almost like we have to be responsible and step up for the right connections because that's where this like repeated Pisces loop at 29 Pisces, where we can feel like we're in this chaotic space. Jupiter's blowing everything up in Pisces. It's getting closer and closer to Neptune. Mercury is going to meet with Jupiter this week and by Sunday evening. So it's like, it's just like there's such a flow to life right now, and you kind of just gotta go. But there's also decisions and definition that come with the flow. So it's like, yeah, you gotta kind of step up in life right now for what that uniqueness is to you, so that by Sunday when we come to that equinox point with the sun at 0 Aries, it's like, let's go for real. Let's start things. All the planets are direct. All the planets are fast. And it's really interesting to me that the moon will be at 29 Libra as the sun ingresses into that 0 Aries point. And they're going to be in quincunx an hour later. But it's just like kind of that last little full moon energy. And the sun does come in at 8:33 a.m. on Sunday on the Pacific timeline. So you have to kind of adjust that for where you're at in the world. But it's so interesting to get that because it's almost like, oh, moon came into Libra, sun's in Pisces, we had a full moon. Okay. And then it's like this moment of like, oh my gosh, these are intense relationship decisions about breakout moments, about connecting to beautiful, aligned energy. And I think that that's so powerful, but there's also that Piscean, the fish swimming in the loop. We can loop ourselves into a timeline with people or relationships that, is it working? I think that's where Saturn's helping us out with the trine, because we can actually be like, no, this isn't worth fixing. What am I doing? I'm just repeating something over and over again. This can be a relationship to anything. It doesn't have to be a person, but like, what do we have relationships to in life that are toxic and keeping us in a cycle that isn't of our soul's kind of breakout nature here, that's of a higher value system that comes into the I am, the power, the determination, especially with the moon square Pluto. It's like, it's intense every which way you kind of slice it. Like, and then not only does the moon on Sunday morning early square Pluto, and then the sun ingress into Aries, but then the moon an hour later ingresses into Scorpio. And it's like, God, I have to go this deep to find beauty and balance and the right connection and the right passions. And Mars is starting to square over to Uranus, which will happen early next week. So we're starting to feel this Uranus-Mars square, and having to find courage to be an individual in our own value systems. There's so much that's starting right now. And I think that this weekend it's just going to show us like very clearly within our soul if we're doing the right things in life or if we're not. And then it comes down to the choice to go where your soul is most passionate, to go into the right kind of intensities, to get out of the bad kind of intensities, and to really like lift yourself up and empower yourself. And I think if you can do that in any moment in life that presents itself, you're going to find a lot of grit. I think that's a good way to put it. There's just a lot of determination, a lot of forward motion. So all those dreams from Pisces season, whether they were bad dreams, nightmares, whether they were beautiful, it's like we have to start the things or finish the things so the new things can start, and bring those dreams to life, or wake up from a bad dream and not stay in that place and not stay feeling like we're powerless, when this is such a great time to find power in what you're doing in your life and in yourself and in your soul. And it's it's a lot of things. So hope that's helpful. Card for the week is the Ten of Wands. We just pulled this card yesterday, I think. Like, we gotta make moves to get out of cycles right now that are just way too much weight. We're carrying way too much than our soul needs to carry right now. And I think that can come through forgiveness of ourselves and others, like finding beauty, compassion. But then this is also a time to sit on your throne of power and be that I am. I am better than this. I am valuable. I deserve this. I've seen this. I've worked for this. And it's definitely not a time to give up, because there's going to feel like there's some jet fuel behind us. And there's jet fuel that's going to be going off in the world too. So the world's going to start moving faster. And this is a time where you need to move faster too. And you need to be on that, what's the rhythm of the universe right now, and how do you empower yourself to get through it and to not be lost in it, and to really drop the things that are not empowering. Page of Wands. Curiosity to go find that fire. We've been in it's hard. The winter months are hard. It takes that strength. Like, it reminds me of like people on the East Coast, or like in cold places in the world. Like, you have to be like hardened in a sense, like they're just like, yeah, got through it. Like, kind of got to hold that energy, but also not just be so grumpy and old about it, but be youthful, but excited. Like, I got this, I can do it. I can figure out new ways. I can start new things, and I can change to get those starts to actually come to fruition, and drop the older stuff. And the final card is the King of Pentacles. All uprights today. Knowing our worth and knowing our value and sitting on that throne of power It's easy to make decisions when you know your worth and your value. It's easy to pick the right things in life. It's easy to go after the right things when you have a strong I am presence, when you have a strong, because trust me, in Aries season, this is the last time you want to say, I don't have an ego. It's about using your ego for the right things. And I think Mars, sextile Chiron in Aries, and even Venus coming off that sextile, like there's something about this Chiron in Aries that is so important for us to know the I am, so that we can have the value, so that we can manifest the greatness that we came here to accomplish right now. So I'm sending you all my best. I love and appreciate you all. I hope you have a great weekend. And I'm looking forward to hanging out in the sun for a little bit. So it'll be nice to do that for this exalted sun and coming into this astrological new year. So what are you starting? Where are you going to take it? It's always a fresh start come 0 Aries, which happens to be May 20th at 8:33 a.m. on the west coast of the United States. So go out and start the greatness and start the uniqueness and start the things that you're curious for in life and not what the world's curious for, telling you to create. This is your time to shine in exactly who you are. And that's where we're going to find the most power and not feel powerless. So I'll catch you all. Hopefully Sunday night I can get those weeklies out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, love you. Bye.